I have the best dad in the entire world. It was 90 degrees outside on Sunday, and he saw my tail light needed to be fixed, and he fixed it, and he filled my tires with air. Let's make him one of his favorite donuts. 1 cup of sugar, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1½ teaspoons of salt, ½ a teaspoon of nutmeg, and whisk those together. To 1 cup of buttermilk, you're going to add 1/4 cup of melted butter and 2 eggs, which I will whisk the eggs before I add it. We'll add our wet mixture to our sugar mixture. We will add up to 4 cups of flour, so we'll start with 3 and look at adding an additional 4th. The dough definitely looks wet, so I'm going to go ahead and add an additional ½ cup, so now there's 3½ cups of flour in here. This is my last ½ cup of flour, so I'll just sprinkle it on and leave some in reserve. Covering this and just going to let it rest in the fridge for 1 hour. So we're heating 3 cups of oil over medium heat until the temperature reaches about 365 degrees. And remember that ½ cup of flour that we took from, we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of it on our board. And we'll start with half of our dough only and put the other half back in the fridge. So we want to make sure we can roll this a ½ an inch thick. So I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit more flour. And I'm patting it kind of into a round to start. You can see the flecks of nutmeg in the dough. It's so pretty. Technically, I rolled it too thin, but we're gonna leave it as is. I have a 3-inch cookie cutter and a 1-inch cookie cutter, which I'll use to make our happy little donuts. I'm just going to pop this in flour so it doesn't stick. Now I'm gonna use our little cutter, our little 1-inch cutter to cut the centers out. Wooden spoon, and it's bubbling up really good. So we're gonna drop them in. So we got about 17 donuts out of the batch and easily 2 dozen donut holes. I'm going to put the donut holes in powdered sugar shaken, and then I personally like cake donuts just like this, but I will frost some as well. And then I'm going to brush some butter on top of some and dip them in cinnamon and sugar, which I think will be so good. Now let's frost some of these. And this is just a little bit of milk, vanilla, powdered sugar. So my dad's favorite is the cherry frosted cake donut. So I reduced some black cherries down with water and then added a little splash of almond extract and then added that to our existing frosting mixture with a little bit more powdered sugar.